DJ.
Let's sing this one. Can you sing this one just a little bit?
Yeah, help me with the samba. Yeah.
Então me ajude a segurar. Essa pau quer gostar de você, então me ajude a segurar. Essa pau quer gostar de você, Pia.
Yo soy Bolivia.
Editor Desimpedido, su era sem limite, se não aguenta tá furido.
Soy Bolivia.
Ai, Brasil, quinta-feira você já sabe que é dia de BTS aqui no Desimpedidos e você tá estranhando, Bolivão, que você tá com esse gorro diferente, com esse óculos diferente. É porque eu não sei porque alguém roubou ou eu esqueci o meu gorro na gravação de ontem. Quando eu fui abrir a mochila não tava, um mistério. Então o que interessa é que hoje temos sim uma convidada muito importante aqui no BTS, que é a Pia Sundhag. E aí, Pia, tudo bem?
Tudo bem.
Okay, we're gonna do it in English, but you feel comfortable if you want to say some word in Portuguese. We like it very much, okay?
Well, I'm happy and appreciate that you speak English. That will be easy for me.
I speak Swedish too.
You do?
Yeah, listen. Good eftermiddag.
God eftermiddag. Perfeito.
Hey, välkommen.
Varsågod.
Gastei meu sueco aqui, Brasil. Pia, have you ever been interviewed by a person wearing a mask like this?
No, this will be the first time. It's a little bit crazy, but I'm all right with that.
Okay. I'm a good guy. Despite of this mask, I'm a good guy, okay? Many people send me questions for you in Twitter, and I'd like to tell you the first one. What was the main motivation for you to come and run the Brazilian national team? Was the project presented by CBF or something more personal?
It's when I was little, I was not allowed to play football because I was a girl, and back then girls didn't play. Well, people changed my mind to Pelle instead of Pia, and I would love to be Pele. So when you say football, it for me is Brazil. So I said, when I got the question, I said yes, without asking any kind of questions. And so I just had to do it. You can't say no to Brazilian national team.
Yeah, we appreciate it. And how was the receptivity of the fans and players? Because we're the first foreign coach to take over the national team.
You know, it's always cool when you're the first one, and it's a little bit scary, of course. First and foremost, deal with technical players and so on, and the language, the culture. But you know, it's the same pitch. You have two goals. You want to score goals, and it's been people have said in Sweden, congratulations, and even in US when I was coaching US. Well, Brazil, we're going to be dangerous because we're going to get a little bit more organized. So I'm happy with the reaction. Absolutely.
What is the biggest challenge you had and have here in Brazil?
It is the culture. So they understand what I'm trying to say, the coaching. And it is to organize all these fantastic players, technical players, and to be on the same page. That is the most challenging thing.
A friend of mine sent you a question in Portuguese. I'll let you listen to it now, but I'll translate it after, okay?
Oi, Pia, tudo bem? Ale Xavier, apresentadora aqui do Desimpedidos também, passando para te fazer uma pergunta. Eu queria saber se nas outras seleções que você passou, haviam mulheres no comando da entidade, igual agora tem na CBF, com a Aline Pellegrino e também com a Duda. Eu queria saber também qual a importância disso para a modalidade feminina. Tamo junto, um super beijo.
You know, I've been in different kinds of the world, and I do believe that if you work together, both men and women, we're gonna play the best games. The biggest change here, the first time I was here, and now we have more women and we work together with men. I'm really happy with both Duda and Pellegrino because, like me, we've been involved in the game for so long and we have the grit. You know, if you want to achieve something, you have to do it together. You have to work and you have to compete and you have to live and like it as well. So those two people will make me look good eventually, I hope.
Talking about this mentality of competition, Marta told me something, and I've heard you saying the same thing, that Brazilians are more technical, but Americans win because they don't know how to lose, because it made them compete more and more and more and more. And how do you intend to install this chip in our players' minds?
Just to recognize how important competition is, to compete against somebody else, to compete in the squad. If we do that and encourage them all the time, then we can compete any team in the world. The Americans, Abby Wambach, for instance, she doesn't know how to lose. So she can't even imagine. So they have this grit and the competitiveness, but also the passion for the game and for the country. And as you know, the Brazilian players, they are very emotional. So if we can put all the emotions together and make it competitive and do it together, this will look good. It will be great, but it won't come easy to you. Have to repeat and repeat, and we do have a chance with all these technical players.
Okay, there's another question from Twitter here. Which Olympic medal is more memorable for you, Beijing or London, and why?
It's hard to compare. It was so different because I had only 8 months when I was coaching 2008, and Abby Wambach, she got injured just before we left. So it was a different kind of challenge, and I clearly remember the first game we lost against Norway, but then that was the only loss. And then we came back and we changed the team and so on. So that is something special. Lose, but at the end win. 2012, everybody expected us to do good things, and all the pressure we had, we come together and did it. But I think 2008 was very special, I have to say that.
And that player of Sweden, number 4, in the World Cup of 91, 95, she would be at the starting line of the current Brazilian team.
You know what? The women's game is so much better today than when I played. So I would not have a chance. Absolutely not, because there's so many better players today.
And Formiga already played that time.
Yeah. Formiga is special. She's a crazy woman, and she takes care of her body. She competes, and obviously she loves the game. So I hope she lasts another year, so we can keep her in the national team.
I think she's gonna last forever, Pia. I think she'll be 50. She'll be 59 like you, and she'll still be playing.
She will play forever. She will play forever.
Pia, I think I know why you came here to run our team. It's because you beat Brazil in Rio 16 and made the people cry here.
Desculpa.
Foi mal aí, galera. Now you have to reward us, okay? Pia, what did you say to your players after losing 5-1 in the group match? What kind of magic you made? Are you a witch, Pia?
Well, first of all, we changed the tactics. Yeah, Brazil played that was so good. Fantastic, 5-1. And when we left Rio for the third game against China, I spent time with each of the players and asked, what could I do for you? And then I talked to the staff members. So we're going to change this because we still have a chance. And it's about the tactical, different kinds of defending and go for counterattacks, but also emotionally, we had a chance to play against US, which was the hardest way to reach the final, but it won't come easy to you. You just say it over and over again, compete. This is great. Nobody else can do than us. So we were lucky as well. I have to say that. Brazil had such a good team. But, at the end of the day, we were lucky and we played the final.
Do you think that the emotional part is the main weakness of Brazilian players?
I would say both. It's a little bit of a weakness when it doesn't go well, but it's a strength when it goes well. So in order to balance that a little bit, I think my plan is to work with teamwork. So if I'm having a bad game, I shouldn't hurt the team. There's one thing I always can do, I can run. So if you cover space, if you run defensively or attacking, even though I have a bad game, I do it for the team. So when we have these old emotions, players, then I don't have to do anything. I would say just play.
Next question from the Twitter here. A few years ago, the team depended a lot on individual talents, like Marta, for example. And you have been in the position for a year, and this has already been changing, both when you choose many athletes from the Brasileirão and in the way of playing. Is it right?
I think I've added a couple of things. I hope I add something called grit from US and also a little bit organization. We need stars, no doubt about that. But the star or the stars need a team and recognize how important the team is. If you look at Sweden, they won the bronze medal, and they did not do that with a one star. They had such a good organization, and they worked for each other and brought out the best in performance in each other. And I try to do the same thing with the Brazilian team.
Another question from another friend of mine here.
Oi, Pia, tudo bem? Eu me chamo Olivia Nepomuceno e eu sou apresentadora dos canais Fox Sports. Eu gostaria de saber do tamanho do impacto dessa paralisação do futebol por conta da Covid-19 no seu trabalho, uma vez que você vem visando, a renovação desse elenco da Seleção Brasileira e a preparação para os Jogos Olímpicos que acontece daqui a um ano.
Life is not fair, because what's happening right now is that the European teams, clubs, they compete for the European Championship, the qualifiers. So they actually, with the coach, and they come together. And we can't compete the same way. And life is not easy, but we have found a way. During the Corona times, we had Zoom meetings and talk to each other and try to boost each other and make sure that we belong to each other. And also we had, the last camp was in Granja Comari, with only players from Brazilian clubs. And now we do exactly the same in Portugal. Well, it's the best thing we can do. And I'm an optimistic person. I'm positive. So I think, if we just put this together and prepare when they open up, when we prepare when the Olympics is just around the corner, we could do some good things. It won't come easy. No, I'm saying that, but we do our very best in the situation we have right now.
And Pia, what's the weirdest habit of us Brazilians? Because our culture is very different. You might find many things beautiful and many things strange, weird. And I want to know, what's the weirdest one, the habit we have for you?
The weirdest part is when you say goodbye, you say it 3 times, maybe 4. Ciao, ciao, ciao. So you repeat it. So that is, I never experienced that before, but obviously you think it's important to say certain things 3 times.
In Rio, people kiss twice when you say goodbye and when you say hello. Here in São Paulo, we do it just once. It's good. It's okay. Pia, do you think it's possible to succeed in the national team to the point of winning an Olympic gold medal, Olympic medal, or World Cup without having a strong championship here in Brazil?
Yes, but when you need to put together everything, but I think it's possible. Anything. I have my dreams. I think it's important to dream. Now, I think it's also important to try to improve and develop certain things. And I've learned through all these years, there are actually 2 things which makes a winner. One is you compete every day. That's one thing. And the other thing is actually to enjoy and show your passion for it. If the league is getting better in this country, if the league is getting better in Europe, then we would develop the women's game. And that's exactly what's happening right now.
It's a balance. It's a mix of competing at the highest level and having fun at the same time.
You need both, because you can't always compete and have this stressful situation. You need to turn off and you need to relax and enjoy your road to that Olympic gold medal.
Having fun while working, while competing, you have to love what you do, and then you do it with fun, and then you do it like better, right?
Yeah, a lot of energy when you have laughter, when you have fun together. Absolutely.
For you, Pia, the 3 most known or famous Brazilian clubs in Europe.
It's easy. It's Flamengo, it's Corinthians, and it's I would say Fluminense.
Pia, I'm curious about something. I need to ask you. What Swedish fans feel about Ibrahimovic? Is he the greatest football idol in the country? Larsson is bigger than him. People like him there.
If you say Zlatan Ibrahimovic, people get they get moved. Either you just love him, or you think he's doing crazy stuff. If you look at the Swedish players, he is the best player ever in the country, and he's done so many great goals, for instance. Absolutely.
I think it's both. People love him and think he's crazy.
Oh, that's true.
You know him, Pia?
I met him at the FIFA gala. I was there to get the award of the best coach in the world, and I think he was something about a great goal he scored. So, have a little bit of chat. But I don't know the guy,
Is Pelé your biggest idol in football?
When I was a little girl, I had 3, because I didn't know about women's game. I had 3 role models. It was Cruyff, Pelé, and Beckenbauer. And then I had a dog boxer, and I called him Cruyff, Pelé, Beckenbauer.
A difficult question now. The 3 best women that you have seen play football.
Well, I have to mention Abby Wambach. I have to mention Marta. And then I bring, of course, a Swedish player, and that's an old goalkeeper, Elisabeth Leidinge. She was in the good old days.
Very good, Pia. I ask people this kind of question, and people start to say, I don't know, it's difficult. But you just say it. Okay, thank you. I like it very much. What's the most difficult word to pronounce that you've learned in Portuguese?
Oh, so many. Because if you look how you spell things, like non è difficile, non è fácil, This language is crazy, and there are so many important words to know in order to reach the players.
It's so nice to see you trying to speak Portuguese. People here like it very much. And your videos singing a Seu Valença, it was amazing, Pia, amazing. I posted in my social media accounts because I like it pretty much. Everybody liked it. It was a folk version, like Bob Dylan. Of Ao Seu Valença, right?
Yes, and I'm with you. I'm a big fan of Bob Dylan, so that kind of music, I like that as well.
And very good. There's someone here asking me to sing another Ao Seu Valença song that is called La Belle de Jour. Do you know that? What? No.
I will get to know it, I promise.
It's very, very beautiful. So I'm going to sing it to you right now for us to finish. And then you just say the last part of it, that is La Belle de Jour.
La Belle de Jour.
It's a Brazilian song, but the name is French, okay? Let's try, because it's not... Brasil sabe que eu não toco. I don't play so well like you. And I don't play this kind of Brazilian music, but I will try it because it's a special moment with you, Pia. Ah, hey! Ah, hey! Eu lembro da moça bonita da praia de Boa Viagem, e a moça no meio da tarde de um domingo azul. Azul era bela de Ju, era bela da tarde. Seus olhos azul como a tarde, na tarde de um domingo azul.
Ah,
La Belle de Jour.
You were supposed to say La Belle du Jour, but it's okay.
I need to try more often, you know.
Okay. Next time I interview you live, not here by computers, and then we sing together.
I bring my guitar then, now.
Okay, thank you. Oh, the last part is something here. We say já ou jamais. You already done it or you never done it or never thought it, okay? Learn some bad words in Portuguese.
Jamais.
Curse the Brazilian player or referee in Swedish.
Jamais.
Thought about running the men's team.
Jamais.
Dance the Brazilian funk when you're alone at home.
Já.
Muito bem. I would like to see that. Next time you post it in your Instagram, you dancing funk, okay? Thank you very much, Pia. It's an honor to have you here in my show. I appreciate it very much, and I know that Brazil like it pretty much too.
Obrigada a você.
Valeu, Brasil. Essa foi a Pia Sundhag aqui no BTS, maravilhosa. Toda a sorte do mundo pra Pia e pra Seleção Brasileira Feminina. É isso, quinta-feira que vem tem mais. Tchau, Brasil. Esse já foi.